Hello everyone, and this is First Fox welcoming you all back to Let's Play Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. And so far, we still haven't gotten to any fights, but we've learned about the story so far. Public Safety has so far put a search investigation on the Kirijo group and infiltrated their labs. I guess we're just gonna continue and go on to Risei's part of the story. I raise one arm towards the mirror-lined wall and close my eyes. In my mind, I see a stage in the hazy shadow of a band. Glow sticks and all different colors shine in the packed seats. I'm looking at them for my mark, indicated a spot of fluorescent paint. The moment the countdowns hit 0, spotlight comes on. I reach towards a flooding light and become one with the stage. Ugh. Please don't tell me this is going to start with a musical number. Oh my god, it is. Okay, so she was just practicing. This is really weird. As I calm my breath and look towards that didn't even sound like Risei, to be honest. I don't know. Maybe she sounds different when she sings. Towards the clock to check how long the performance took me. I see its hand pointing to 2, which brings me back to reality in a hurry.
Crap! I didn't take my bike today. I wonder if I can make the last train. Night, everyone! I'm off for today.
Did she really wear her school uniform too? But she I really address the people I pass as I fly out to the studio. After a mad dash to Okina Station, I barely make it into the stop train.
Made it.
I take a breather as the train slowly pulls out. The last train on a holiday is usually pretty empty, so I sit in the open seat and get my tunes from my bag. There's a new song on there, Just Get Beef. This afternoon today felt so long for some reason.
It's gotten a lot later than we expected. Are you still okay on time?
You didn't have to give me a lift, you know. I'd have been fine.
That's not the issue. Come on, I'm your manager.
Oh yeah, I remember this guy from the Persona 4 game. Oh right, the reason Inoi-san seems so happy is because of the news we got earlier when our president called us back to the office from the shoot today. We were greeted with a new song for me and a detailed plan for my comeback.
Still, I had no idea the boss was putting together such a detailed plan for your comeback.
Well, I'm grateful and all, but I just don't think I'm ready yet.
That's not true. We've all seen how hard you've been working. You're much stronger than you were. I think the boss is making the right decision.
Are you just flattering me, Inoue-san?
Inoi-san, okay.
Never intentionally. You sang that new song we gave you today after just a short lesson. You even memorized the dance steps in record time.
I wasn't any good, though. I got distracted by the steps and kept going off key. And I wasn't hitting the turns cleanly. I've still got a long way to go.
It's true, even as far as discussion of my comeback goes. If Inoi-san hadn't come up with an excuse for why he couldn't get in contact with me until yesterday, the plans could have been sunk.
Risei-chan, did something happen?
Huh?
I know that there's a part of your life you won't let me into, and that's okay. An idol doesn't need to tell her manager everything. But there's a difference between keeping things private and isolating yourself. You asked if you could get some days off during the long holiday, right? And you didn't seem too keen on today's session either. Did you have some other engagement in mind?
No, you're just cutting me too much slack. Thanks, though. It's nothing to do with work. There was something that made me realize how powerless I am.
So many people are supporting me for my comeback, but no matter how much I throw myself into rehearsals, all I can think about is how it was nothing but a burden in the incident yesterday.
You say, John?
Okay, this is gonna be your inspiration to fight, but guess what? You're not supposed to be a fighter character, Risa. You're supposed to be the support. Be honest, I thought Fuka would have been the support.
Still, maybe you need a breather.
Huh?
The publisher consulted me about maybe rescheduling the photo shoot. When I told them doing it later would be problematic since you're still a student, they decided to reschedule for another time. So, take a nice break tomorrow.
No, son.
But things will be busy after the long holiday. The success of your comeback project is on the line here.
I really appreciate it. Can you let me off at Okina Station today? If I have tomorrow off, I want to stop by the studio and practice a little more.
Huh? But wouldn't it be late by the time you're done? Why don't I take you straight home?
There's not enough room at home. Please? I'll go straight home after I practice a little.
Well, alright. But don't push yourself too hard, okay?
Yeah, don't push
I
yourself.
won't. Actually, though, you shouldn't coddle me so much either. Okay, Inoue-san?
Inoi-san. Okay. I'm sorry, with the volume so low as it is with these headset on, I can't really hear. Through the train window, I could see the countryside with only a few lights here and there. The train was empty to begin with, and is only getting emptier as we approach the final stop.
A long holiday, huh?
This holiday was supposed to be a cap off with just work and rehearsals. Even when I heard Yu Senpai was coming back, I was the one who decided not to change my plans. When I told the others, they said stuff like, "Oh well, work's work," or "hang in there." Kanji was the only one who acted like a kid, saying, "What's more important to you, your work or Senpai?"
That reminds me. Naoto-kun had to work during the holidays too.
Yeah, you guys left your friend alone, assholes. I bet Naoto-kun wouldn't get all indecisive about these things. When I saw and take out my cell, I noticed that I have email.
Oh, it's from Yukiko-senpai.
This is a summary of what the investigation talked about today and the time we're meeting tomorrow.
Junes at 6 a.m.? That's early. I bet some of those guys are gonna be late for sure.
I laugh, but it quickly turns into a sigh. I have tomorrow off thanks to Inoue-san, and while I'm happy I get to see everyone, I'm a little bummed out too. I couldn't do anything during that incident. I don't remember anything else about that day after I finished shopping for the dinner at Junes. When I came to, I was already in the announcement room in the TV world, under the surveillance of General Teddy. In the end, it turned out that General Teddy was lavish as Xiao taking on Teddy's form, that blah blah blah, we already know that. Xiao was holding the event called forcing my senpai to fight each other in it. Since I was captured, they used my voice and likeness to goad everyone into hurting each other. I thought I sounded cool saying I had work, but I got kidnapped, imprisoned, and watched them use my face and voice to confuse everyone.
At this rate, I can barely face Senpai and the others.
Bullshit. Yu Senpai will be going back tomorrow. I think about Fuka-sen, who had such tremendous powers that she could help Mitsuru-san's group by describing what was going on in the TV world even from outside. I wish I could be that useful.
The next stop is Yaso Inaba. Yaso Inaba.
Everything turns red. What the? That was a weird place to cut the announcement off. All of a sudden, all the lights in the train turn off, and the train that had already begun to slow down to its last stop grinds to a halt.
Oh no! A blackout?
That wouldn't actually would if this is electric train. Most probably it is, because that day and age I look out the window to check. A huge red moon dominates the sky. And in the direction the train was heading, there looks to be a giant red cocoon. Is that fog?
What is that? Inaba's that way.
I turn around. There's no one in the train. They've all disappeared. The train car was pretty empty, but I'm positive I wasn't the only passenger before.
Wait, what's going on? Oh, right, my son.
Not gonna work. Thinking I might be able to find something out if I contact someone, I could look at the phone I'm still holding after checking my email. But it seems to have turned off by itself, and since the screen remains black, no matter how many times I press the power button, it won't be turned on. Hold on 1 second, I need to pause. So I will be right back in a little bit. And I'm back, sorry about that.
It's broken? Of all the times. Guys, you senpai.
Apart from the confusion and sensation I know all too well starts to rise in me. I can't believe it, but there's no mistake. Your persona.
This feeling. It can't be. It's like I'm inside the TV.
Yeah, she can actually tell, you know why? Because she has a sense. Oh, why is there targets all over the ground? I'm moving before I can think twice. I yank open the door using the emergency lever and jump onto the tracks. I begin running towards the Yaso Inaba train station. Now is not the time to stay and cower here. And I guess to be continued, right? Yep, okay. These parts were a lot faster than the fucking first one. Well, I guess that brings me to... Oh shit, Yosuke. Yosuke time. Yosuke time, motherfuckers. Yosuke time. Oh, Yosuke. My man. What? Oh, Yosuke and Teddy. Oh, it says who's in each episode. Oh, that's sick. Alright, that shows who's... Alright, so it'll be Teddy and Yosuke next time. And over here was Yosuke, Teddy... Kanji, Yukiko, Chie, and you. Yeah, that's sick, man. I didn't know that. Like, you see down here the... Shit. Trying to get down into... Down here. Oh, wow. I didn't notice that until now. That's sick. Anyways, yeah, this has been the first Fox sign off, and I'll see you guys in the next part. Later.